Hey friends, it's Brandon here. I have the Great Reset behind me because this is the most important thing that is going on in the world. It controls every aspect of your life and it touches every aspect of your life. But I think one of the biggest things though that's being lost in all of this is really this is a great reset of yourself. And I think that is, if I can hold my pen, this is you, yourself. This is what needs to be talked about. The elites, they have plans for everyone else and everything else. However, what the problem is, I believe, is that no one has plans for themselves. I shouldn't say nobody, but a lot of people don't have plans for themselves. And this is a couple items that I think are super, super important. No one's talking about them, or very few, I should say, right? So health, your body fat, workouts. These are incredibly, incredibly important things. This is game-changing stuff when you really start looking into pre-care is better than post-care. This is really, really important because we are living in this world where majority of Americans are obese. And I can't speak for the rest of the world and other countries, but this, when we're talking about, are we measuring this? What are we doing with our meals? Are we tracking them? Are we seeing, what the calories we're eating? Are we drinking pop all day long? Are we drinking sports drinks all day? Sugary drinks? Are we cutting, sugars and carbs out of our diet when we really don't need them? Simple carbs, sugars, we don't need that in our life. This is really a lot of our problems. If you turn on the TV and you see what is going on in the world when every other commercial is just a litany of side effects because of the pill producers that are out there, and it's just pill producer after pill producer. I mean, how many Americans are on 5, 10, 12 different pills? It's absolutely incredible. This is a thing that's destroying so much of society and the inability to function, and really sapping us of our energy. It's causing inflammation when we're not taking care of what's going on. But this is one of the biggest things too, pre-care and post-care, sapping your wealth. We have to reset this. We have to understand what money is, what currency is. Money versus currency. Money is a store of value, a medium of exchange. A store of value, mind you. Like I said, unlike a currency, it's a store of value. You have to understand that this is gold and silver. This is Bitcoin. This is fiat currency. This is different. This is state fiat. It's by dictate. This is actually something that stands the test of time. Store of value, fungible, medium of exchange. This is everything but a store of value. It's a medium of exchange, it's fungible, but it doesn't have a value. It just decreases in value over time. When it's decreasing in value the entire time, why have it? You want to then put it into things that are going up in value. So whether it's real estate or silver, gold, Bitcoin, cash flowing stocks. You want to put your currency, the depreciating, we'll put the dollar over here, depreciating. We want to put it into stocks. The big winners over the last decade, and really the last couple decades, but the last decade, we hear it all the time. The people that have assets, but very few do. Only 10, 20, 30% of the population actually has true assets. But yourself, resetting yourself. Where am I learning from? What am I doing? Who am I watching? Who are the people I'm watching? Am I playing fantasy football? Am I playing fantasy sports too much? Or am I watching Sports Center too much? Or am I studying for myself? Am I getting my personal development in order? This is pursuit of happiness or property, as the Bitcoin community likes to say. Health, wealth, and happiness. These are massive things. What am I doing with my life? What am I doing with my time? What in the world am I doing with my time? This is the key to everything and resetting yourself. So we're not worried about what the elites are doing. We're not worried about what the others' plans are for us, because I could care less. I could care less what they're planning. Now, am I going to fight tooth and nail so that everyone can have a better life and not be subjected to their mass chaos? Yes, absolutely. But it starts with these things. It starts taking care of your body, eating right, portion control, things that I'm working on all the time. And again, I will continue to share my journey. And I have a shake, I gained 5 pounds right away. So portion control, fasting, intermediate fasting, workouts, controlling what you're eating, making sure your workouts are good, mixing in some strength training, mixing in some cardio. 20, 30 minutes a day doesn't have to be anything crazy, but portion control with sleep and your eating schedule, this is huge. This is really going to increase your pre-care and decrease your post-care. It's massive going forward, which then inadvertently helps your wealth. Understanding money versus currency, throwing my pens again, and then having assets that pay you. Assets versus liabilities, as the great Robert Kiyosaki has taught us for many decades. Having assets that pay you. What are true liabilities? Things that take money out of your pocket. Assets are things that put money in your pocket. So make sure we're having these assets that are increasing in value and then cash flowing, most importantly. And we'll get into other things of waiting for real estate to go down, waiting for stocks to go down, and taking those overvalued assets like real estate or like Bitcoin, like gold and silver, jumping into those other undervalued assets. Maybe your corporate dividend aristocrats. Dividend aristocrats. Wow, I cannot talk today. This is the most important thing you can do, because as you jump out of those overvalued assets into the undervalued ones, those dividend aristocrats and real estate, cash flowing real estate, you are not only buying low and then selling high and riding that back up, but you're cash flowing at the same time. And then maybe your stocks, you're also selling calls against those and buying some puts, and you're straddling or strangling, and you are then creating an extra stream of cash flow on top of that. So there are so many things that can be done, and these are the most important things to reset yourself. Health, wealth, and happiness. Making sure you're right with God. Making sure you're right with your Creator. This is huge. Where's our spirit at? Where is our being at? Are we in abundance or are we in scarcity? Again, something I'm trying to work on every day, and will continue to share my journey of what is going on and what I'm doing to increase these things in my life, help my family do these things. It's not easy. I feel like I go through depression every couple months because I feel like I'm not doing enough. I feel like I'm not enough. I feel like I'm not helping enough. It's a struggle. Life is a struggle. If there wasn't bad things, there wouldn't be good things in life. What's good is bad, what's bad is good. And that's, something that I have learned. Bob Proctor, God rest his soul, just passed away a couple months ago, and he has helped me tremendously in the last decade with understanding my mind, how it works, and trying to be more abundant and not as scarce. But are we fulfilled? Are we Maslow's hierarchy of needs? Are we realizing self-actualization? Are we realizing what we need to do? God's calling for us, God's passion for us. One of the things I love doing is sharing and teaching. All the things that I learn, I love sharing that and giving back and trying to do more with less. Ephemeralization, as Bucky Fuller would say. So this is the reset. This is yourself resetting. Where am I at? What am I doing? Health, wealth, happiness. And there's much more to this, obviously, but these are some of the big key concepts that we need to start taking care of. So that way we minimize. The more we do this, we maximize our abundance, we maximize our independence, maximize our sovereignty. The less we are dependent on the elites, the less dependence we have on government, the less we have dependence on others trying to control our lives. We don't care what they're doing. We don't vote them in because we don't care how much they're going to give us. We already have enough. We're already fulfilled. We already have assets. We already have our health. We don't care. I don't care what you're giving me, Mr. Politician, Mrs. Politician. In Argentina, it said that people just vote for politicians that are going to give them currency left and right. Or wait, that's here. That's in the United States and in Argentina and many other countries around the world. And we are no better than any other country in the world. We are a third world country by the way we act. Up here, our mind, our IQ is a third world country, possibly a fourth world country at this point. We might be the only fourth world country. How do you come back around that loop? First, all the way around, we are a first world country just because of past experience, past results. But we're not there now, so it makes it even worse. We are nothing. We have to correct this, correct these things, correct ourselves, reset ourselves, and then this true thing, the thing that's going on in the world right now that they have written about, that they have books about, many books, all over their websites, videos, thousands of videos of what they want to do and the insane things they want to do, gene editing and the hacking human beings, controlling human beings from their mouth, stated in their own terms. The insane things they are going to do, well, that won't happen. That will not happen. I'm telling you right now, because we are taking back ourselves. You are taking back yourself. I am working on taking back myself, doing the things that we need to do. This really is the study of our lives, and this is the pivot point. Our generations weren't in World War I, World War II. Those were their fights. Those are their struggles. This is our struggle now. Our struggle, a lot of this is in here. The war is in here. These wars are going to be fought with ones and zeros. These wars are going to be fought with a lot of this. Spirit or no spirit? Where are we? Who are we? What am I? Who are you? That's the difference.